We've got game 2 between Polt Prime and Slayer's Min. I need to update that scoreboard. And actually, Polt taking the first game against Slayer's Min. So why don't you take the introduction away, Pain User?
I might just do that. Slayer's Min spawning as our red Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner. And his opponent, Polt Prime.
Optimus Primo.
Spawning in the top left-hand corner. He's going to be our blue Terran. The map is Tal'Darim Altar. Polt is up 1-0 with a pretty, like you said, awkward timing push in game 1. Yes. The Infestor, yes.
They have that under their heads.
Yeah, they do.
Like this.
Absolutely.
That's how they crawl forward.
Right back.
BRB says Pain User. And so we've got Polt Prime at the top left and Slayer's Min in the bottom left. You know, Min, you know what, Pain User? I think Min just got caught really off guard by that 2 base. I gotta say it was an all-in, dude. That Marauder Hellion push was an all-in.
It's not quite an all-in, but if it doesn't do damage, you're in a lot of trouble.
Exactly. It's
That's
almost
basically
an
what an all-in is.
That's the definition of an all-in.
You're like, thanks for reiterating that. But, I mean, we gotta keep in mind, though.
Man.
He did Reactor Hellion opening into CC.
Yeah.
So he was on a healthy 2 base, and he was making SCVs the whole time. It's not like he cut SCVs or anything.
I'll say this. It's like the Roachling for Zerg, as long as they're droning up behind the Roaches and Lings.
Yes. There you go.
It's not an all-in. It's quote-unquote all-in.
Yeah. But all-in to me is like...
6 pool.
Well, that's like...
2 proxy gates.
The ultimate. Yeah, 2 proxy gates, 2 proxy Raxes, anything like that.
Do people even 2 proxy barracks anymore?
Yeah.
Really?
MVP did it to July in the round of 8 in GSL, and he won.
I didn't see that.
He won, dude. It was actually a really smart gamble. He had a 66% chance to catch him with it.
Oh, you were talking about this.
Yeah. There was a 4-player map, and he proxied the 2 Raxes in the bottom middle, close to the 2 naturals of the bottom right and the bottom left spawn. So he had a 66% chance to just almost shut July down, and it turned out that July spawned like...
Did he 15 hatch
right
too?
next, and he 15 hatched, and he
game.
spawned right next to where the 2 Raxes were. He actually didn't kill him right away with the 2 proxy Raxes.
Wow, so July held it
July held it, but then July tried to drone up for a split second, and then he just attacked him with like 20 Marines because he was building Marines the whole time.
Yeah.
And July couldn't, he just didn't have the economy to support making enough Lings to hold it off, and he lost a lot of Lings holding off the 2 Rax early on.
Sucks.
So, yeah.
Well,
and that's a quick 1-0 in a best of 3.
We have a bunker going down.
Oh.
Good old bunker. I love it when Terrans do this. Actually, I hate
that
it.
SCV
Don't
took
get
a
me
lot
wrong.
of damage, though, so
Yeah.
I don't think that... Oh, wow, the Marine was already there.
Yeah, the Marine's there, but it's only 1 Marine, and I think the bunker is going to go down. So Slayer's Min gets his hatch out right away, but it's not the earliest hatch. It's actually pull first before hatch. So that's why Slayer's Min was able to deal with that pretty well. And Polt is going for the factory. Same build as the last game, it looks like. And we'll just have to see if he goes for that Marauder push again.
Yeah.
If he does, man, it's going to be so boss. So boss.
I don't know if it'll work 2 times in a row, though. Min's probably going to be a little bit more cautious this game. He's probably going to scout more. I mean, I know if I played Polt, I would just be scouting all over the place.
Are these Zerglings going to be able to get in
Not
again?
again.
No.
Okay, there we go.
So Polt learning from his mistakes.
Yeah.
And he's going to raise that supply depot wall up.
Probably not a good idea to leave
But,
that depot down.
You know what? The Zerglings did get a scout on the factory and the reactor, so he knows that reactor Hellions are on the way. Should be responding accordingly with the spine crawler, and there it is. And sometimes as a Zerg, I also like to throw Evo chambers, like right here and right here, just to narrow up that choke a little bit more against Hellions. So we'll see if Min takes a page out of my book.
He might just do that. We did see Min do that in game 1, but it was a little bit later. It was after the Hellions had already worked their way into the natural.
Yeah. We'll just have to see. The spine crawler is up. He's positioning the queen to help block it a little bit, and 2 Hellions are making their way in, but it looks like Min is going to be just A-okay against these Hellions. No problem at all, but 2 more are on the way, and we'll have to see if that will be enough to bust through Min's defenses.
It might be enough for a run-by. He could try and get into the main with a run-by, but there are Lings in position from Min, and he also has a queen there.
But he doesn't have speed quite yet.
That's true.
That could be bad. 4 Hellions are on the creep right now, ready and waiting, so Min knows that the 4 Hellions are there, but despite that, still droning up. Oh, he's actually seriously supply blocked. Big mistake here. He's stuck at 44 supply. He's going to lose a couple of his tumors on the edge as well, but dang, that's a big supply block. And finally clearing that out. Is he going to produce Zerglings? No.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay. The scan wore off. He He missed the 2 tumors that were still actually able to be killed right there. He just picked off another one as well.
To hit the
no,
tumor?
He shot his own Hellion.
Oh.
He moved his own Hellion into position on the corner, and then he shot it with 3 of his Hellions
That's
and took
pretty
it out.
crafty.
That was very, very impressive.
Yeah, that's really smart.
I don't know if anybody else caught that. I saw it like out of the corner of my eye, and I was just like, no way.
That's pretty crafty.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I didn't see that. I was busy talking about the supply block that Min had. He was stuck at 44 for a good minute. But little crafty play right there from Polt. Gets a little bit extra. And we'll see if he's going to be able to bust through. But there's a Baneling Nest going down right here.
Yep. And he's starting to wall off his natural like you were talking about. That'll keep him a little bit safer against these Hellions. Polt going to throw down a bunker just to be super, super safe. I wonder if he's going to scan again to try and prevent these creep tumors from going off. But, you know, Polt has a serious positional advantage right now on this map, just based on the spawns. He has a direct line to the sweet spot behind Slayer's Min's base, and
right here.
Yeah, right there. And if he's able to get in there,
oh, he did it again.
Hit his Hellion again.
He did it again.
There you go.
So smart, and he kills a tumor off.
Very, very impressive from Polt right
I like
now.
that a lot, man.
Now he's gonna be able to hit a timing push here, and just based on the positioning. You know, if he gets into that sweet spot right there, gets some tanks sieged up, brings a couple SCVs, makes some bunkers, really just focuses on driving that push home, it's going to be so hard for Min to hold this off. It's very, very difficult as a Zerg player, I think, to hold that off.
Not to mention the fact that Polt killed off the tumors for a significant amount of time, and that's going to make this push here to the sweet spot that much quicker and
totally
easier.
Agree. Yeah, that much quicker, that much easier, that much safer. He's not going to have to worry about getting surrounded as he approaches, you know, stepping on creep. And it's also going to reduce the time that it takes for him to siege. You never want to push in and siege on creep. You always want to siege outside of the creep and then work your way in. So
it's going to make that push take less time?
It's going to make that push take less time.
Yeah,
and I think all these things added up, you know, Polt's just been taking really small incremental advantages since the beginning of this game.
I'm glad we're on the same wavelength today, Pain User.
We are.
Maybe you need to be sick to be on my level.
No.
Well,
it just needs to make sense, and then I'm on your level, man.
It makes sense, man.
As long as it makes sense, I'm on your level. That's all it is.
All right, well, we got Aspired coming up for Slayer's Min, which I kind of like. He's getting 7 mutas right now, and we'll see if he can do any damage with these mutas. There's no turrets coming up from Polt, but he has a lot of Marines, and I think he's just now finishing Stim. Yeah, and I love how he's leaving a pack of Marines in the main and an Engineering Bay coming up to boot, so I don't know if these mutas will do that much damage. However, they will be helpful in assisting when stopping that 2-base timing push.
Yeah, absolutely. And Polt just getting a ton of Marines right now. Combat shield on the way. Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job with the creep spread, all things considered.
He knows he needs to spread it as quickly as possible. It's going to delay that push.
In that direction.
Yeah, in that direction.
For sure.
Solely to the north.
I'm kind of, you know, I'm not sure if mutas were necessarily the right choice here. Polt's going to be all over this. Looks like he's just going to try and pick off some SCVs that are mining gas right now.
Is he going to get any? Yep. 1 SCV, 2 SCVs.
Is he going to get the gas?
May actually get the gas. Gas is going down, and it goes down, and a couple more SCVs could have gone down there, but Min not extracting the most mileage out of his mutas. But there is a push coming out here from Polt.
Backstab as well.
Going for the backstab.
Oh, wow. Polt was all over that. He was 100% ready for it. Marines were in position, and oh god. Min is in a lot of trouble here, folks. He does not have any units to deal with this push. He's just building up a few Banelings that do not have speed and some mutas back at his main. Those tanks are in the sweet spot. He's trying to pick off all the gases here, but he needs these mutas back at home for the eventual conflict.
I think what Min is trying to do here is she's trying to pull Polt back with the muta harass, but it's not working. Polt's too smart for this. He knows he's got the advantage, and he's going to go in with a drop here with a lot of Marines. Not even a drop, just a run-in or something.
Yeah, he just ran by.
Wow, that's really ballsy.
And those Marines are spotting the high ground, which is huge. You know, Min needs to get rid of those Marines immediately. I don't know if he knows, but there's no medevac down there yet. So those 2 Marines in the mineral line are spotting right now. He has to take them out. There we go.
Oh, 1 Marine's still alive despite the friendly fire from the siege tank.
Go back, go back, go back, go back.
Is he going to do it? The hatchery's going down, and he's going to kill off that muta with the very last blow with his mutalist. The hatchery will stay alive, but meanwhile, at the natural of the Terran, the muta's still providing harass. I actually kind of like it. Min is keeping Polt from producing at full economy right now. He's doing whatever harass he can, and it looks like we have a little engaged in the middle of the map. That's not going to do much, and oh no, a bunch of mutas going down.
Yep. And another run by from Slayer's Min, trying to get into the main here and kill all the SCVs, but there are once again plenty of Marines in position, ready and waiting.
Wow, the hatchery did go down.
It's a lot of Lings, but those Hellions and Marines are going to make a huge difference here, and he did keep those Hellions alive, you know, since the early game, and I really like that he didn't lose them. He's actually chasing down these Lings here and heading over to the third. I don't know. This is getting intense.
Min could be going for the flank here with all of his units. He's going in with his Banelings. Can his Banelings hit the mark, though? It doesn't look like they are, and all the Marines survive. And that's huge.
Anytime after a big battle, you have that many Marines and a medevac, it's very tough for the Zerg to hold on. He's going to lose his third. He already lost his natural. Polt just really taking it to Min here. And,
that was a lot of units going down.
Min looking like he's in trouble. He could get knocked out. This could be the end of the series. He does lose his third. He may hold this off, but at what cost? All the mutas going down. And he will finally break this siege on.
I don't know if it matters, man.
He is on one base.
Way too much damage in that last attack.
Yeah, I agree.
So much. I mean, look, he's rebuilding his hatchery. His buildings are bleeding to death. Doesn't really have a standing army at all. I think Polt played that out very well. Didn't fall back despite the mutas harassing his mineral line. Played it very calmly. Kept attacking. Kept being aggressive. And that's forcing the GG out of Min.
GG is called. Polt will take that 2-0. Very well played by him, and I think the positional advantage really helped him out there a lot.
Yeah.